No, I'm not gonna. Don't. Here's the thing, Brandon Perna. I saw you wearing a beautiful plaid shirt today, and I was like, you know what?
This is how I normally dress.
Like, wear a nice shirt too. I'm not gonna do my hair because I struggled for 15 minutes to make a shake this morning because there wasn't enough like milk in it, and it did wind up not tasting good. But I want to say you look very nice today.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Can you tell what's different about me?
You're not as sick as you were.
Well, that's one. The other,
your daughter knows how to say Bronco.
Another thing that's true, but I'll reveal what's different about me after the intro.
Oh, baby! Just like a Dragon Ball Z cliffhanger, Brandon Perna is saying, hey, don't you touch that dial, because when we come back from the break, it's going to get cray. And it's always going to get crazy here on the Grossi Perna Show, otherwise known as G. Okay.
J. L.
S.
K. Joke. We are the Joke Boys.
The
jokes, laughter, karate. JLK. Welcome to the new show.
Oh, okay.
Where we prank people on the street for cash prizes.
Yeah. We're like, we burned your house down.
$500. You win, sir.
And then
my dog was inside. Well, here's a puppy. Everybody loves puppies. Yo, check it. Today, for the first time ever, Tom Grossi, viewers of GPS, you are watching this show where I showered before the episode started.
Wow.
I took a shower at 6:30 a.m. this morning. Don't know the last time I have done that. So this is the cleanest you'll ever see me. That was the big reveal.
Wow.
So,
okay.
People are like, we can smell you through the screen. And I
said, well,
you pay extra for that.
I mean, that's the thing. That's just musk, right? I mean, like, some people
call it
like
manliness. Yeah. Some people call it BO.
Folks, we got a lot to talk about today.
Yeah. Football world just going batshit crazy.
Yeah, it is going very, very crazy.
We are crazy.
Yes. Like we're going to talk about some trades that occurred over the weekend and things obviously developed from that. We're going to start talking about potential trades that we could see as soon as today. Matt Ryan owed $7.5 million as a roster bonus. We'll see if he's either going to get picked up and maybe extended or if he's going to get traded. We're going to talk about that. We'll talk about Baker Mayfield, talk about Jimmy G. We're going to talk about it all.
Ooh. Big day. Yeah. It's like, where do you even start?
Can we start with Urban Meyer, please?
Oh, God, yes.
Because for folks who don't know, there was an Athletic article that came out that was just chock full of phenomenal instances of Urban Meyer's complete ineptitude and just not being a great coach and or human being.
How do you hire an idiot like that is my question. Like a guy who doesn't even know what's going on in the NFL, and you're like, yeah, that's the man to lead this bad team out of its miserable, underperforming, just quagmire of mediocrity. The guy who doesn't know who one of the best football players on earth is. Like, I hate incompetence at the highest level. And the Jags, oh, they have it. They have it in spades.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there was the talks that are in there were it was John Brown who was running a route and he ran like the incorrect route. And so like he went with Trevor Lawrence after practice to like run the route again just to get it right. And Urban Meyer went up to Trevor Lawrence and said like you have to slow it down for him. Like those Southern boys, their transcripts aren't good. And I was like, oh yeah.
Jesus.
Yep, there's that. Talking about cutting guys and they wouldn't make more than $15 an hour anywhere else. Like, oh yeah, there's just the Urban Meyer euphemisms just continue to roll out. And the thing is, like, what does he do now? I feel like he took this job and like obviously there was stuff about him before, but he won like 2 college championships, right? So it's like, okay, but now that he's gone to this job and he was kind of exposed as being such a terrible leader, like, does another college organization give him a chance and is like, here you go?
No. I hope he never works again. And I hope his restaurant fails.
That's what I really want. I want that restaurant to crash and burn.
Like people at that level who just don't have respect for the guys who get them there. Dead to me. And I don't want to hear Tim Tebow defend him ever again. Tim. No more defending of Urban Meyer. It's sad too, because like the Jags, they're an underdog and people want them to be good. I think the average football fan would love to see Jacksonville get to the playoffs again. It was fun when they got to the AFC Championship game. It was so fun with Blake Bortles. This weird, crazy story. You're like, oh my God, they might be able to beat the Patriots. And then they just nosedived right back into being horrible. And the Urban Meyer hiring, like we thought it might be bad at the time. And immediately there were red flags. And then the season started and it just got worse and worse and worse. I just hope Doug Peterson is good. I hope he's good for them. Trent Baalke, I don't trust him, but at least they've been aggressive. They brought in a bunch of guys. I don't know if it'll work out, but it's like at least they're trying. As long as Doug and I think Doug Peterson respects the players. Clearly, Urban Meyer didn't. So
worst case scenario, you get free ice cream. If you're a player. So there's worse things. There are definitely worse things.
After the meeting, there's ice cream waiting for you in the conference room.
Don't worry, Quad. We're going to be talking about Jimmy G. We're going to be talking about all them QBs. Yep. Now, again, like the Jaguars, like they have some talent that's there. Don't get me wrong, but like they need like a legitimate rebuild. If Trevor Lawrence is the guy, then they can really do that. But you have to then wonder about the front office and if they're the right personnel to make that rebuild. Like I believe more in the Lions right now than I do the Jaguars. Yeah. And the Lions do not have a franchise QB.
No, and they've been very quiet in free agency. And they brought over probably one of the best Jaguars players in DJ Chark. So good on you, Detroit. Like a bad front office can have one good offseason, right? And it's hard to say where the Lions are right now. It's hard to say where the Jags are right now. But good front offices, it's every offseason. They do well in free agency. They hit on some draft picks, and they continue to revamp and, because there's turnover in the NFL, even for a great organization. We've seen more guys like sticking around and staying, I feel like recently, with teams like the Buccaneers, the Chiefs retain talent. This offseason's kind of been an anomaly, but if the Jags are going to be good, they need to be doing this well every offseason, and we'll see how this offseason goes, but I'm not convinced that they're going to do it over and over again. Like Packers, good front office, say what you want. You lose Devontae Adams, but they kept everybody else. So we'll see. It's a wait.
Happy damn birthday, Xavier. Happy damn birthday.
Xavier.
Happy birthday.
Such a strong name, Xavier.
That's a very good name.
I can never have the name Xavier. Like, oh, you're letting that name down.
You're like, oh, you're not the title. Yeah. You're not living up to it. Yeah. It's like you're a knight. And then like, what? No, you shouldn't be. But yeah, so Urban Meyer, we'll see if he ever gets, people were saying in the chat that they think that he sold the restaurant. So.
Oh, I thought they were just rebranding it, but we'll see.
That makes sense. So yeah, that's Urban Meyer. All right, let's get into the Deshaun Watson, then we can talk about, other QBs and things like that. So I know, Perna, you did an entire thing, like you did a whole episode on Deshaun Watson. Go check that out. Doing very well. The Browns fan base right now, from everything that I've seen,
the perfect
torn.
sky is torn.
Yes.
This
Yes.
is how I feel. I am cold,
Cold
and
and
I
I am
am
shamed.
shamed.
Lying naked on the floor. Anyway, yeah, they're torn. And it's the way that I know this is not only visiting like the Browns sub, but I put out a Deshaun Watson video yesterday, and you saw so many instances where like, this isn't Browns fans at all. And right next to it would be like, you nailed it. This is my experience as a Browns fan. Like there was that complete like juxtaposition that was present in the comments. So yeah, and here's the thing. I feel bad for the fans. And some fans are looking at this move and they're like, okay, like, listen, we've sucked for so long. We finally have a quarterback. This is the best chance that we're going to have at a Super Bowl, or the best chance we've had for quite some time since stupid John Elway, right? Like, we have this opportunity to go and win a Super Bowl with a really talented team. And then there's some that can't get over like the fact that Deshaun Watson is on the football team and basically is, you don't want to say the face of the franchise, but the QB usually like fulfills that role. And like, I don't think either is like, I don't blame any fans for being like, I'm still going to root for my team. Like, I'm still going to be a Browns fan. Like, and I think that they've caught some unnecessary flack, but I understand those who are like, I want to walk away from it because like, it's too much. And after you put like the Browns statement out, which meant absolutely nothing yesterday, it's just like, it's kind of a joke.
The biggest tell that these football organizations do not care at all about the allegations against Deshaun Watson is the fact that not a single NFL team reached out to Tony Busby, the lawyer representing the 22 women filing lawsuits against him. So the Browns come out and say they did extensive research about Deshaun Watson and the legal situation. It's bull. It is bull guano. That is two different sources of animal crap mixed together.
Wow.
Guess what color that is? Brown, like Cleveland Browns, because they are poopy.
Wasn't guano bat poop? Isn't that white?
I don't know, Tom.
Sorry,
I'm not an expert on poop.
It's just Ace Ventura, like guano.
We all learned about guano from Ace Ventura 2.
True.
To be specific.
That's all we learned.
Like, if you're a team and you're going to say you did the research on him, maybe check in with the other side. Maybe you'll get nothing there. But, like, it's a weird situation. I talked about this with Will, I think, like, last year on the podcast. As a quarterback desperate team, it's like how this shakes out. Like, if the Broncos were to end up with Deshaun Watson, as a fan, do you just compartmentalize what's going on outside of that and be like, look, I can't control that as a fan, right?
Sure.
I mean, maybe you can protest or whatever. And I know people have protested outside of Kevin Stefanski's house or like shown their displeasure with what's going on. But like, when it comes down to just being a fan and you got a massive upgrade at quarterback, like, do you just root for the wins and be like, hey, that's up to the legal system to handle? And if it doesn't work out, like, what can you do? I don't know. It's a tough spot to be in. Yeah.
I mean, I think, again, like, that's just like an individual decision that every fan needs to make. And I don't think there's like a wrong, because it's not the fans. Like, the fans didn't do anything. The fans are just like, I'm a fan of the Browns. The Browns made a decision. Okay. Like, and I mean, Tree and I have talked about this, and I think he might have mentioned it before, like on clickbait or whatever. Like, he said, like, I was tired of pretending that Ben Roethlisberger was a good person. Like, last year, like, Pittsburgh, like, went on this whole, like, oh, Big Ben, he's like the greatest person, farewell, what have you. And
go back and look at the allegations against Big Ben. Go dig into that and see if you should walk away. And I don't know. It's disturbing. And
it's a crappy situation to be put in as a fan, because then you need to make a decision. You're like, you could have been a Browns fan your entire life, and now you're just like, I really don't like the person who's our quarterback. And like,
yeah.
they gave up the farm for him. Like, they're giving him 200.
The worst part about it is they protected Deshaun Watson if he gets suspended next year. Not only did they guarantee his $230 million, which nice chess move, Cleveland. You just screwed over every franchise in the NFL who doesn't guarantee their elite quarterback all of their money. Like, Aaron Rodgers' contract now looks like a steal compared to this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, making his salary next year a base of $1 million. So if he does get suspended,
that's all he loses from.
The least amount of money possible. That's messed up. That is.
I do wonder
scummy.
if that was the tipping point, like between like the Falcons and the Saints, because the Browns were eliminated. Like, they were not in the running anymore. Like, it was gone. It was over. And then I'm wondering if like that had something to do with it, because like the stories that I've read, like the Browns came back and they're like, we want to pay you like you should be paid. So like, I don't know if it was like a contract thing. I don't know if it was like, hey, like just in case you get suspended for these things, like you're only going to lose this amount of money. Yeah. I mean, there's also like, people keep on pulling out like the grand jury thing, and like he didn't get criminally indicted, like, right, that there wasn't enough evidence, what have you. That doesn't necessarily equate to being innocent, but at the same time, like, it doesn't necessarily mean like, hey, you're guilty. Like, so that's what I'm saying. Like, people are like, well, you know, I thought I was innocent until proven guilty. Yeah, I mean, I've also gone through and read like all about it, and Perna and I talked about this for the show. And at the very lowest level, like if you're giving him all the benefits of the doubt, it's disturbing behavior. Like at the very lowest level.
Yeah,
but again, I mean, I'm not going to stand on a soapbox and be like, oh, you shouldn't root for the Browns anymore. You know, you're just gonna need to make that decision for yourself. But I mean, there's no doubt that the Browns are now Super Bowl contenders with Deshaun Watson when he eventually does play.
Yeah, it's kind of fitting if the Browns actually do win a Super Bowl and they can't even feel really good about it. Some fans will, but some poor, long-suffering Browns fans will be like, I can't even feel great about my Super Bowl victory, which is probably the only way it could happen for the Cleveland Browns and that freaking cursed organization. One of the most cursed organization in sports, really.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of great players on the Browns, a lot of good dudes. It's interesting. I did not see the guaranteed money coming, and I did not see the protection for if he misses games for the financial there. I'm sure those legal bills are stacking up against him right now.
I imagine so. Yeah, he's
got a great system that moves things along in a fast manner, not designed to price gouge people who are trying to defend themselves. So, just another win for the perfect legal system in this great, great country.
Well, that's the thing too, cool. Like, if this doesn't work out, this is going to be one of the biggest disasters in terms of signings and trades in a long while. Like the amount of money that's guaranteed to him. Like if because he hasn't played football in over a year. So like if he comes back and he sucks, like I don't think he will. Like I truthfully, because as you and I have talked about, when Deshaun Watson's on the field, like he's one of the best QBs in the league. But if he sucks, dude,
that'd be a whiff. They call that a whiff.
Oh yeah, because you gave up 3 first-round picks and all that money. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a wild time, but yeah, it would be to fail this big. Yeah, it would be. It would be. It's interesting. You go back to last offseason, right? We're sitting in summer of 2021. We're like, wow, Browns had a great draft. We love them. Like this
is the thing.
Yes.
We don't know that he's innocent, and we don't know that he's guilty of sexual assault, of using massages for extracurricular things. That's true. That happened. That's already that information's out there. But to say that he's innocent is incorrect, or You can't know that. That's what bothers me about like a situation like this. There are people who are going to say it is one way or the other. And I have my opinion about it, but I know that I don't have the information. I listened to the what do you even call it? Was it a press conference with one of the victims talking about the sexual assault with Deshaun Watson? And when you hear somebody talk about it, I think you have a different perspective on it. Or if you know somebody who has been a victim of sexual assault, I think you're going to have a different perspective on it. And I think you should keep those things in mind. And don't be somebody who's going out there saying Deshaun Watson is innocent when you don't freaking know. You can't know that. And don't be somebody saying he's 100% guilty because you don't know that as well. It's a weird situation. And it bothers me when people think they know something about a situation like that when you don't know. So I don't know. Sorry, that stuff bothers me when people have ill-informed opinions and they say something that's like clear cut like that. I don't know.
I put up that video yesterday and it took less than an hour for somebody to bring up Trump and Biden. I was like, and there we go. We've come full circle, everybody. We did it. Woo! Yeah. We nailed it. Panthers, maybe. Lions, they're not going to trade for him because they have Jared Goff. They're not going to do that. Yep. Legal scholars. That's it. Alex dropping a 50. Whoa. Whoop. Mean nothing. Sean's rookie year, talking way up 12-1 to see his bank account go to the Texans. Million base was what sold him. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm wondering if that's what that is. And Alex also has asked for a hey. And we shall deliver.
We shall receive.
Hey.
Nailed it. Happy birthday, Mac.
Happy birthday, Macnato.
Yeah, that's it.
We can talk about quarterbacks that are less controversial right now, too. And their names are Baker Mayfield, Jimmy Garoppolo, and Matt Ryan, a.k.a. the quarterback leftovers.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I mean, Deshaun Watson traded. Russell Wilson traded.
Yep.
Tom Brady comes back. Aaron Rodgers goes back to the Packers. And then there's these other pretty good quarterbacks, and everybody's like, I'm going to lose the QB trade battle because I got Baker Mayfield. Aw, shucks.
Yep. I want to talk about that. I think if the Colts get Matt Ryan, they're an automatic playoff team. I do. I think right away, if they make that trade, I don't know if they would, but I think they get a substantial upgrade because Matt Ryan can still sling the ball. You know, they got a good running back and Jonathan Taylor, great even. And then you get some receivers going. You know, you obviously already have Pittman over there. I think that they definitely are playoff contenders. I honestly would argue too, even if you get Baker, I think Baker has the biggest potential, like a long-term investment. Then there's like, you know, Matt Ryan for like short-term investment, try to like within a 2-3 year, like try to get into that window of winning a Super Bowl. And then Jimmy G is just like, yeah, we need an upgraded QB. Like, you know, if we already have like a pretty darn good team, like we could be consistent.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's like, it's kind of about which QBs fit with these teams, like you're saying, Tom. And I know the Seahawks are the one team who are interested in Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield wants to go to Indianapolis.
Mm-hmm.
I think Baker in Seattle makes a lot of sense in that, one, he's kind of built like Russell Wilson. Not that really matters. But in terms of the way Pete Carroll wants to run their offense, run first, limit your throws, base them off of play action, take your shots that's kind of when Baker Mayfield was playing very well, not this last season because he was hurt, but the season before with Stefanski, that's what they were doing, running the ball a lot, which the Browns did better than anybody. Seahawks are bringing back Rashad Penny, and he might have a huge upside because he was playing very well at the end of the season. So I like the fit with Mayfield there. And you're right, Matty Ice in Indy, that's an upgrade over Carson Wentz, in my opinion, for sure. And I think they could easily get into the playoffs with Matt Ryan and Jonathan Taylor. Like the Colts all these, like the Colts have a great run game. The Seahawks, they want to commit to it. It looked like they might have a great game towards the end of the season. That's kind of what you want. It's like, it almost feels like Jimmy G's the odd man out there.
I agree.
And it's weird because like Matt Ryan, he got to a Super Bowl and lost, and he was just in a championship game. But I think I read right before the show that there's an offer for Jimmy G that has 2 second-rounders involved, but John Lynch is looking for more. So I don't know if the 49ers are kind of holding up that trade. But
yeah, I mean, the 49ers aren't in a rush right now, right? Like they would like to get some draft capital out of him, but like they got some time, 100%. So the only guy that I think is on the move, like imminently, if they're going to go, is Matt Ryan, because today he's owed $7.5 million for a roster bonus. So they're either going to need to commit to him or they're going to trade him away. And 2 is Baker Mayfield, which again, the Browns have just gone through like such a weird like week in which they alienated their quarterback, went after Deshaun Watson, was told no for Deshaun Watson, got there. Then Baker's like, I want to trade. Brown's like, no, I'm not trading you. Then they get Deshaun Watson. They're like, okay, now I'm going to trade you, Baker. So Baker's going to end up somewhere. And yeah, I mean, he goes to Seattle, he goes to Indianapolis. I think both are good moves. You're getting a young guy. And if you can tweak him, like, and if you can, make him better,
would you trade Jimmy G within the division though, if you're the 49ers?
No.
Yeah. So I don't think Jimmy G is going to go to Seattle. That would be crazy.
Did I say Jimmy G? I meant Baker.
Oh, maybe I just read somebody in the comments saying Jimmy G to Seattle.
Yeah, no.
Maybe I hear what I read. Is that a superpower?
I don't think he would go. No, I think Jimmy G going to the Colts makes sense. I mean, there's still the Panthers too. Like the Panthers, they definitely need a quarterback.
Nobody wants to play for the Panthers though, because that's another front office that doesn't feel like it knows what it's doing. And I'm not sure Matt Rule is winning over any players right now. The 49ers could also just hold on to Jimmy G and wait for a quarterback to get hurt. Like Jimmy G's trade market might be much higher. I don't know, like into September, and a QB goes down and it's a good team. And they're like, look, we need a guy to come in and keep us in the playoff hunt. Like, I don't know. Mac Jones got hurt. He could go to New England. There's a lot of places Jimmy G would make sense if their starter got hurt, because would definitely be in that situation, the best backup in the NFL, right? So there's nobody on a team's roster right now that's better than him. It's just people don't know how good of a starter he is. So I could see him holding on to him for sure.
Because why not? I mean, again, like they're okay with that. Yeah, Baker's going to get moved. We'll see about Matt Ryan. And then again, there are the guys like Gardner Minshew. Like, we'll see where he goes. And if he gets
Minshew to the Colts. I want Minshew to the Colts so bad.
Just to make it amazing.
I think that's the best situation for him. We could finally, for once and all, see how good he is, damn it. I know Tom's got questions, but there's not a fiber in my being that doesn't believe Gardner Minshew is a top 10 QB in the NFL.
Well, I mean, now they're going to trade him now because, 1, he said he wasn't going to play, and 2, they got Deshaun Watson, so they don't care now. They brought in Jacoby Brissett, so like Brissett is going to be the starter, if and when Deshaun Watson is suspended. I will say, though, the thing with Baker that's a little odd to me, I do want to talk about this for like a hot second, because there's like this growing belief that Baker, while popular with like many fans and stuff like that, wasn't the most popular person on the team.
Right.
Like OBJ, obviously not a fan. OBJ's dad, definitely not a fan. There's talks about now Jarvis Landry, like potentially he gets brought back into the organization now that Baker's not going to be there anymore. And I am curious as to why that is.
Yeah. I think I don't think it's a secret maybe that Baker Mayfield's personality is not something that glues the team together. He's a guy that's not everybody's going to like. I just think that's who he is. And when you're the quarterback of a team that is stacked with talent and the team's underperforming,
Yeah.
shit gets ugly. Like
Like you could be
I
an
don't know.
a-hole as long as we're winning. It's like that.
Yes, 100%. There were when after like the Super Bowl run with the Seahawks, one of the first people that started getting knocked was Russell Wilson, and they're like, not every player loves Russell Wilson. You know what I mean on this team.
But he's unlimited.
And yeah, he's a cheesy dude. But if he's going out there and balling every Sunday, that doesn't really matter. Like,
yeah,
Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, like they have strong personalities, but they deliver every week. So guys respect that. Matthew Stafford, always very good. Seems like a really easy guy to get along with, but he was with the Lions. Now he's with the Rams, and I think he's going to be a guy lots of players want to go play for. Baker has not played well at a high level long enough to have a personality that doesn't jive with everyone in the locker room.
Sure.
But also Cleveland's gone through so many different changes over the last 4 years. Like that takes a toll on players as well. So, I mean, right now on Twitter, Sua Cravens, a former Bronco.
Dude, I saw that.
Talking mad trash about Vic Fangio.
Yep.
And, I sent him a DM to see if he wanted to come on the podcast and talk about it because he said, I want to just go on a podcast and talk about this.
Yep.
But it's when teams aren't winning, all of that stuff gets magnified. If you're winning, you still got all those crazy personalities. Not everybody likes each other in every locker room. That's kind of part of it. Matt Ryan, nobody ever says anything bad about Matt Ryan. Never heard anybody not getting along with Matt Ryan. There's some quarterbacks that I think are just more easygoing and some that are Baker Mayfield. Some that are... Who's another quarterback that kind of has a strong personality that you hear not everybody might love? Baker Mayfield's out there.
Yeah.
I'm
trying to think of like
he's the only jerk in the NFL.
Yeah, I'm not like that they actually like
Carson
don't
Wentz. We've heard the same things that he doesn't get along with everyone.
I mean, like you look at a guy like Aaron Rodgers, I think makes that list, but he's good. Like that's the thing, like he's good. But like you've had teammates who have come out, and a lot of it are the same old people. It's like Jermichael Finley and Greg Jennings who are like, he's the worst. But then you have other guys coming out and like, no, he's great to me. Or like current teammates who's like, Aaron Rodgers has been nothing but kind to me. Yeah, I don't know. Like it's weird because I know you're going to be upset. Just hear me out. So I started Man in the Arena last night.
You traitor. Why would you watch that propaganda?
Okay, so here's the thing.
Look it, I'm a man in an arena. Here's a documentary about myself produced by me. Oh, Tom Brady's selfless.
One of my good friends is a diehard Patriots fan. So
I'll watch
has been trying for months to recruit me to watch it. And I'm like, let me watch it. I have to say the first episode was phenomenal. Like I only got through like the first episode and a half, but just because of how bad, I was like, wow. Like they even said, like if Brady was a complete a-hole, it would not have worked out. But man, like the chances they took on Brady was wild. Like that season, you have your star QB go down and then it's just... It's a wild time. I was just saying, but basically to that point, you have to kind of like earn that a-hole reputation, or like it's not even being an a-hole. It's like kind of just like, hey, like this is the way I want to play.
Yeah.
So that's it. So it was pretty good. It was pretty good. That's all.
Yeah, I'm sure it's great.
So
sounds like a really good show. Sounds like I should watch that instead of Peaky Blinders.
You said Peaky Blinders is really good, so.
Oh my God. It's so good.
So.
I can't believe I waited so long to watch it.
There you go. But you're here now. That's all that matters.
By order of the Peaky Blinders.
Yep.
You know what they do? They cut out people's eyes when they...
That's kind of awesome.
Get them with their their Peaky Blinder.
I just said real quick, and then I won't talk about it again. But the fact that Drew Bledsoe in 2001 got a $103 million contract for 10 years, and that was the biggest contract in NFL history. Yeah. Holy crap. Like 20 years later, if a QB gets $100 million, like that's for maybe 3 years, 4 years, 10 years, 103 mil.
Yeah, that's like, insane.
Wild. But
order of the Peaky Blinders.
Lyle Collins going to the Bengals, which a lot of Bengals fans are very happy about it. That is a very big get. So
and your guy, Zadarius Smith, who backed out of the Ravens contract, looks like the Cowboys are trying to make a play for Zadarius.
No.
Dude,
no.
The Bengals, in terms of a single unit on the team, most improved offensive line on free agency.
Oh,
2 guards and a tackle.
They'll probably draft
Bengal
one too.
Fans should be happy because we all knew what the weakness was. You had one weakness. It was that line. And Cincinnati actually saw the same thing that we did, which is odd for Cincinnati's front office. But Lyle Collins, and I guess Joe Burrow sealed the deal, had a dinner at his house with Lyle Collins and the guards that they already signed, Kappa and Ted Karras. And that little dinner, old Joe Burrow closed out the deal, and Lyle Collins said he's got a bodyguard. Ain't nobody going to touch him now that Lyle's in town. So great job. Like, I was trying to think about some of the units that got really improved so far, like in the offseason. Bengals line, definitely big improvement. And some units that got worse. Packers receiving core. You know, there are just some units out there that did not get better.
Hey, Perna, how do you feel about the Green Bay Packers having one of the greatest corner rooms in the entire NFL? Jair Alexander, yes, please and thank you. Rasul Douglas is back.
One
yes,
good year.
Eric Stokes, please, yes, and thank you. Solid draft pick. Okay.
No, that's the fact that they were able to
bring them all back.
That's a great, like, when you have 3 really good corners, your whole defense is good. Like the no-fly zone for the Broncos, was such a huge reason that their pass rush was so dominant in 2015. You had Talib, you had Harris, and they had Bradley Roby, who came in as a rookie. And God, that was fun to watch. But, you know,
I'm excited.
We'll see. The NFC lost so much talent.
Yep.
There's 3 teams in the NFC that we are fairly certain will be good. It's the Packers, the Rams, and the Buccaneers. Everybody else, I don't know.
Cowboys will win their division. They'll go to the playoffs.
Maybe. If
who's beating them in that division? Who's beating them?
Give me the Eagles. I like Jalen Hurts. I think people are sleeping on Jalen Hurts. We'll see if the Cowboys get Zadarius. Then they'll replace one of their big losses, which was Randy Gregory. They're going to have to get a tackle too. The Broncos are still in the market for a corner, and I was trying to look. Like, I don't even know who that corner
will make it too. They'll make it too. The 49ers should be good.
They should be, but it's not like they've gotten a lot better. No. I guess they haven't lost a lot of talent, though, so they're about the same. Oh, yeah, there's going to be 7 teams that get in the playoffs, but there's just 3 right now that I'm sold are very good. There'll be somebody who surprises us. AFC it's like every big signing, it's an AFC team.
Correct. And your division is the center of it. Like, your division still, I can't wait for that schedule to come out, dude. Like, it's going to be great. It's going to be phenomenal.
Are the Packers interested in Jarvis?
I want them to be.
Is that people just like fans hoping?
We already have slot guys. And I'm like, okay, first of all, I was like, Jarvis Landry doesn't have to just play the slot. He doesn't have to. Yeah. Second of all, Amari Rodgers, we barely utilized him last season. I don't know if we're going to utilize him this season. I imagine a bit more. Randall Cobb is still there, but I mean, there's injury concerns. And on top of that, you don't know, like, if Aaron Rodgers is really going to target him a whole lot. Because when he threw to him, it was good. When he didn't throw to him, which was the majority of the time, it was like, why did we sign him? Like that playoff game, Randall Cobb was nothing in that playoff game. So I would like them to get Landry. I think he's a really good locker room presence too. But that's not the only thing that they like have to do. Like they have to develop, so they have to go in and draft. I would say at least 2. They might re-sign MVS, but I really hope that it's not like an expansive contract. Like if they're talking like $9-10 million, I'm like, no, no, thank you. Like he stretches the field, like, and that's what his gift is. Like he's a speedy guy, but if a team's going to overpay him for that, like, okay, then it is what it is. But then we need to draft like 2 wide receivers, like in the first and second round. And then we also need to go out and get like 1 or 2 free agents. So
yeah,
we'll see. But honestly, I think the team that Jarvis Landry fits with the best, I think it's the Patriots.
Oh!
I mean, it is. I mean, think about it. Like how they've utilized slot receivers in the past. Like you give like a good, reliable, consistent guy like Jarvis Landry, if he's able to stay healthy. Like I feel like he definitely he would do well. Almost wobbly. Almost.
In a video, I think like a week ago, I was like, I don't know why, but it just feels like Jarvis Landry would have went to the Patriots if Tom Brady was still there. He just like seems like the quintessential Patriots receiver. Does everything, underrated, tough, works the slot, like, but he's not there. So I don't know. The Patriots just seem to be like, we don't need anybody. Oh, okay. I guess we'll take Trent Brown back. That was a nice. Like they're running like they still have an elite quarterback, and they don't got one. They don't got one. Mac Jones, maybe. Did you see how he played against good teams? Not great. Suck it, Patriots fans. Welcome to the mediocrity.
Man, what happens if the Patriots... Oh, that reminded me. All right, I had to bring this up. Remember how we were talking about doing a bet about which team is going to go further, the Packers or the Broncos?
Yes.
Okay. Someone suggested on Friday Night Q&A, and I remembered it now. They said that the loser needs to make a bronze statue, like a little mini bronze statue, have it made of the opposing person. So like if I lose, I have a mini statue of Perna and I got to keep it in the background of my video for a year. And then we auction it off for charity.
Love it.
I was like, that's pretty good.
Where do you get it made would be the thing. But yeah,
I'm sure there's plenty of places on the internet.
That's tops. That's top notch.
Right? Like we could get little mini statues of like whoever loses and just have it in the background, like for a year, just hanging out there until like the start of the next season. And then we auction it off.
Yep. Here's a question for you. I love that. 100% in. I will have you'll have a, you know what? When we figure out where you get those bronze statues, and then if my Broncos go further, I'm going to have a life-sized version of me in bronze sent to you. It'll just look like this like a life-size Oscar statue.
It's 146 pounds.
Yeah. So like, how much did you spend on that? Every penny I made on YouTube last year went in
$3,500.
It weighs a ton, and it ruined the door. They had to cut a hole out of Tom's house to get it in.
Yeah,
but it'll be worth it.
Worth it.
Yeah, I was going to ask you. The Chiefs signed Juju Smith-Schuster as well.
TikToks, baby.
Yeah, I feel like that's going to be a decent signing for them. When you saw that, you're like, did you feel like the Chiefs got better by adding him, or
I mean,
you feel like they just stay the same?
I said this last year. I mean, like Pringle obviously left, right? They needed a number 3 guy, like because they had that Sammy Watkins. While he wasn't like godly, he was that number 3 guy. I think Juju is that number 3 because you have Tyreek Hill, who's obviously very great. Travis Kelce basically counts as your other wide receiver, and now you have Juju Smith-Schuster. Yeah, I think that they definitely got better with that signing. And the thing is, can he stay healthy and can he be consistent? That's going to be the only question because they gave him a decent amount of money.
Everybody's like favorite thing to point out about Juju is how he only played well when Antonio Brown was, on the opposite side of him. Well, now he's got Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce on the opposite side of him. So I feel like it could be a big year for Juju Smith-Schuster. So
I agree.
I'm just tired of the AFC West.
I just don't want them to do well anymore. You just don't want him and Jackson Mahomes recording TikToks on like the center field logo.
Yeah. I don't even pay attention to TikTok, so I'm all right. I'll just say I'll stick to YouTube and Twitter. Even though I posted to TikTok last week.
It's fine. It's fine. The other thing we didn't talk about, Robert Woods.
Ooh, Bobby Trees.
Yes, getting traded for a 6th to the Tennessee Titans. The Titans are like, okay, the Julio project did not work out. Let's go.
Theft. That's such a good move for the Titans.
He has he has a pretty damn big contract. That's coming to an end early on. Yeah. The thing is, he's coming off a major injury. That's
ACL.
Yep. So that's the problem.
It happened in the middle of the season. So I would say he'll be good. I mean, there's a chance he'll start the season, but he'll be back to himself by, I don't know, December. And that's when the Titans are going to need him the most.
Yeah. November, December. Fine. I mean, like, we brought back Tunyon, and it's going to be the same thing. Like, he suffered an ACL injury, too. Like, we brought him back. Well, that's the thing, too. Like, people are talking about OBJ. That's why they're like, yeah, just trade for, get OBJ. Not trade for him, but, get OBJ. Sign him. He'll be fine. And I'm like, well, he's not going to play until, midway through the season. And then he could be good. Listen, he could be. But, I mean, there's definitely a lot of risk there. It is an investment that you may never even see play out well. I mean, look at David Bakhtiari. So when we add Scooter,
joke's on you, Jake. We've never added Scooter to this show. That's clickbait. It's like this show, but different.
It's clickbait sports.
Big win for Scooter. Big win. Wow,
What happened?
I just killed the momentum.
No, what I was saying though is when you're dealing with those guys coming off those major injuries, there's always a risk that's involved with it.
Oh yeah.
So I'm not, and people were really pissed. They were like, the Packers couldn't do any better than a 6th. I'm sure they called about Robert Woods, and the Rams were like, no. Why would they give it to within the conference? So they got a 6th round pick from the Titans, and even better, they picked up some pretty darn good guys. So they have a really stacked wide receiver core, and that's it doesn't really matter if OBJ comes back. They're still going to be really good. 990 pounds and costs $2,600. Justin Braun's not paying the artist.
Oh, I can cover that. I won't pay my mortgage that month, but I'm going to cover that.
That's fine. Oh, he meant Scooter Elway. That makes sense.
Oh.
That makes sense.
Johnny John John!
That
never gets old.
Free. That one's for free.
That one's for free. So yeah, so what do you think about that though?
Robert Woods going to the Titans?
Yeah.
Perfect. Dude, he's one of my favorite receivers in the league. I love underrated guys. Robert Woods, king of the underrated guys. And he's a fit with Tennessee. He plays inside. He's kind of I think he's a better Jarvis Landry, in my opinion. Because he's a little bit, he's a better Jarvis Landry. Boom, there's a hot take. And you pair him next to A.J. Brown.
Yeah.
That's a good tandem. It's I expect Tennessee to maybe draft a tight end. Somebody who can stretch the field from that position. And assuming Derrick Henry stays healthy and is the same.
They got
really good. Their
they
pass
got Austin Hooper.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they got Austin Hooper.
I can't keep up, man.
It's all good. Yeah, because they wanted Gronk really bad, but then Brady was like, "I'm coming back," and they're like, "Damn it!" So yeah, now they got Austin Hooper.
That's nice ad. Cool.
Depends on who you talk to.
Still, yeah. So it'll just be is Ryan Tannehill going to be good Ryan Tannehill, or going to be unsafe Ryan Tannehill?
I don't know. But yeah, I will ask to just answer as we wrap up the answer to the question: which QB you think he's getting traded next?
Ooh,
We got a little Baker. We got a little Jimmy. We got a little
yeah.
Jimmy. Little Matt Ryan.
I think I'll say Baker.
Perna. Look at that.
What?
Xavier dropping the 50.
Xavier? I compliment the strength of your name, and then you do this to me?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Broncos finished second worst out of clickbait fandom. Only ahead of the New Jersey Giants. Xavier, you do have a great name. Whoop!
Grossi Posse. Grossi Pouzy.
It's just such a classic. It's such a. We haven't played that one in a while.
Broncos will be better than the Steelers. They'll be better than the Giants, and they will be better than the Cowboys. Packers got a freaking cakewalk.
So
Walk.
we are doing that bronze statue deal, though. We're totally doing that.
Hell yeah. I love that. I love that. It's who goes further in the playoffs, right? That's the bet.
It's whoever goes further.
Right.
Yep.
Like my chances.
Okay.
All right.
You're just gonna get the crap kicked out of you within your division.
She's gonna iron sharpens iron, baby. Something like that. Which division has the better quarterbacks? AFC West or AFC North?
Well, right off the bat, you're comparing Trubisky to Carr.
Derek Carr. That's the well.
Yeah,
So
I
you
think Carr.
say AFC West? You say AFC West?
Yeah, I say AFC West.
Wow. I mean, wow.
I mean, because you have Patrick Mahomes, who do you equate that to? I think you equate that to Lamar Jackson, right? But I think Patrick Mahomes is better than Lamar Jackson. Then you have Justin Herbert, who you would equate to Joe Burrow, right? And they're like on decent, like equal footing. And you have Deshaun Watson, where like there is a little bit of an unknown. He could be better than, I think he's going to be better than Russell Wilson, probably.
No, Deshaun Watson currently is, well, it's hard to say current because he didn't play last year and Russell Wilson was hurt. So I would give Watson the edge over Russell Wilson. I would give Burrow the edge over Herbert. I would give Mahomes the edge over Lamar. And yeah, I'd give Derek Carr the edge over Trubisky.
Yeah.
So it's almost dead even.
I think so. Who like is the ultimate winner from these trades? I mean,
Broncos.
The Broncos, I think, are definitely up there.
The Broncos, you could argue, got the most improved. We're the most improved team.
Chargers are up there, but yeah.
You know, just Russell Wilson helped. And then, you know, getting Randy Gregory, DJ Jones.
Dude, DJ, I think, is going to be the underrated signing that, like, it hasn't gotten a lot of the press.
Yeah.
He's a
Here's
good
my only
player.
concern with DJ Jones. Really, really good run stuffer, right? Who the hell in the AFC West is going to even run the ball?
Mm-hmm.
Are the Chiefs going to ever run the ball for us to stop them? Are the Chargers going to commit to the run? Well, what's that say? You want to talk about cakewalk? Okay, we living in the past, K-Cub. We living in the past. It's a different AFC West. We didn't have Russell Wilson before. All those, the Chiefs, all they do is beat the Broncos. You beat the Broncos with Case Keenum, with Joe Flacco, with Trevor Siemian, with Paxton Lynch, with Teddy Bridgewater, with Drew Lock. We're going to beat the Chiefs this year. I'll make a bet with Chiefs fans that if they sweep the Broncos, I'll do something. I'm so sick of the Chiefs fans. I'm sick of you hurting me.
Dude, the day you beat them, you're going to be so happy.
It was Peyton Manning went his first 3 seasons in the AFC West and only lost one division game to the Chargers on Thursday Night Football. And it was kind of like a weird game, but it was like an insane run where like sweeping all of the AFC West for 2 straight years and then almost 3 straight years. And then we lose him and we can't ever beat the Chiefs. The Raiders swept us last year. Somehow the Broncos always find a way to beat the Chargers, but it's been hard. It has tested my soul. And I learned my soul is weak. I've given in to the temptations. Drugs.
Great band.
Alcohol.
Oh.
Sex.
Okay.
Rock and roll.
Congrats on the sex.
Gambling.
Life-size Jackson Mahomes bronze statue in his bedroom watching him sleep if they get swept.
No.
It's like, what?
No.
What is this?
No. No.
It's just Jackson Mahomes on his phone.
No.
Wait, does Jackson Mahomes have a cameo? Oh my God, that would be perfect.
That would be a better one.
Which one?
We'll figure it out.
Okay. That's to make a pro Chiefs rap song. Okay.
Yo, check it. I'm a Chiefs fan. Yo, check it. My team sucks.
I feel like that wasn't a pro.
Oh, pro. You said pro.
Yeah.
Yo, check it. I'm a Chiefs fan. I do
Same.
whatever Patrick Mahomes can, which is throw a football. I go to Arrowhead Stadium. Yeah. How does rap work?
Okay. All right, that's good. This
is the story about how I became a Chiefs fan. Let me tell you, Will Smith.
I think you nailed it, buddy. I think that you have nailed it. So, all I know... Oh, God.
No, I will not do that to my child. You keep my child out of this bet.
When I eventually come and visit you, when I come see you in July, right when we go see that concert, I am gonna do my best to teach Carmi how to say Packers. Like I am going to do.
She can say Packers. That's fine.
Okay.
If you're she'll be able, like by that time, she'll be very good at talking. So you got a good chance.
There you go. Perna, you got a fitty.
Oh! Just used to everybody talking crap to me with these donations. Thank you, Craig. Dolphins, I think they're doing a sneaky good job in free agency. Love Mike McDaniel.
You love Mike McDaniel, yep.
Oh, love him. Got a couple running backs, brings over Raheem Mostert, and they might be in on the Terran Armstead acquisition. So if they upgrade their line with him, love the Fins. For a 50, though, what are we going to do for the Dolphin? Man, what we need is something for every team, don't we? Dolphins fans can appreciate this one, I think.
There it is. There it is.
Angry Tom Brady. Look at angry Tom Brady.
Look, he's so mad. He's so
mad.
He's going to hurt us. Hurt me.
Yep.
He's gonna hurt me. All right, we did it. Perna, what do you got coming out today, bud?
Either a trade video if that happens, or I've been chipping away at every team's best and worst move in free agency.
That video's not gonna come out for another 3 weeks with all these trades.
Yeah, these QBs are making it tricky. Like there's some decent guys the QBs and Terran Armstead are making it tricky, but
yeah,
we have that ready just in case. Tom is so close to 300,000 subscribers. If you're on my channel and you haven't subscribed to Tom, please go do so. Get him to 300K and then go let 5 Points Vids know Tom's coming for him. Like I'm already just attaching my success to Tom. Look at 5 points. We got you. Tom got you. So in a way, we do a show together, and I got you too. 5. Well, but get Tom to 300. That's the point.
We're gonna have that 300K stream today, baby. We're gonna have it. I feel it. We're about 300 and we're 359 away. So we'll hit it today. 100%. And I'm looking to potentially put out another reaction video today, but 300K stream definitely coming today. We're going to rock. We're going to roll. And that's it. Yes, I'm going on a missionary trip to Colorado to convert Perna's child. Yes, that is.
Yes.
I'm just going to come over and I'm going to be like, can you say Packer? She'd be like, I can already speak in full syllables. I was like, oh, I'm sorry.
Like,
I didn't mean to.
Tom, can I say Packer?
The other day, I was presented an inquiry that was equally preposterous.
Brandon, why are you letting your 1.5-year-old smoke a pipe? Hey man, I can't control her. She makes her own decisions.
She's strong.
Being a parent is basically just 24 hours. Well, we'll say however long the kid's up. 12 hours a day, 14 hours a day. You're just preventing them from hurting themselves.
Accurate.
That's all I do. Stop. No, stop. So yeah.
Nobody!
We got that in there.
What a pity. Goff, I always say guys are live, and that made my day better. Let's get it, Nobody. I mean, we're about to leave. We're gonna. Can you say
You
Tommy
came at the
Didn't
end.
for life?
You
But-
came at the end, just
Hold
like
on.
me, doll buddy.
Oh, wow. Is that a pancreas?
Communism
pancreas.
for life.
That's pancreas. So yeah,
All right.
we'll be rocking. We'll be rolling. We appreciate you folks tuning in for another episode of Gyps. But folks, go support
Be
some
back.
Brandon Perna action. I'm Tom Grossi. This is Brandon Perna. This is GPS, and you have been navigated.
And you've reached your destination by order of